lost more than 50 pounds this year. And going through this journey and right now being in the process of maintaining that weight and trying to keep it off has taught me something about dating and relationships that I really did not give my clients credit for. So, in this process of, again, losing this weight, I was reflecting on my entire life story and the fact that I was always a fat kid growing up, right? Loved cookies, loved cakes. My parents spoiled me because I was the baby in the family. So they always indulged me with whatever treats I wanted around the house. And it was easy to just, grow up and become overweight. And then I spent time from middle school all the way into my adulthood constantly dieting and trying to lose weight. I'm a millennial. So, growing up in the 90s, I remember doing Slim Fast when I was like 11, 12 years old because, the diet culture then was just crazy. And one of the things that I realized is it doesn't matter what size I am. In my adult life, I've been anywhere from like a size 2 to a size 16. And no matter how big or small I am, I always still identify a little bit as a fat kid. And there is still this part of my brain that really wants to constantly engage in big back activities. This morning, I was in Pilates class, and you know what I was thinking about while I was in Pilates class? The fact that before I went to Pilates, I had stopped at the gas station and I noticed that they had pints of Kit Kat ice cream. And I spent Pilates class thinking about Kit Kat ice cream. And it took everything in me when I was leaving Pilates not to go buy said pint of Kit Kat ice cream because I know that I would have ended up eating all of that ice cream by myself. Now, you may be asking, okay, Keisha, what does that have to do with dating and relationships? It's the way in which we identify ourselves. Because again, there's a part of me that no matter what size I am, still identifies as the fat kid, right? And I am working through that. But as I work through that identity, first of all, it impacts the way that I see myself, but it also impacts the way that I behave, the things that I am inclined to do, such as wanting to finish a workout with a pint of ice cream, right? And when we think about dating and relationships, the women who come to me asking for help because they are single and they want to be in a relationship, they want to get married, oftentimes they want to have kids. So I'm not talking to those of you who are happily single and child free and that's where you want to be for the rest of your life. I applaud that. But for the ones who desire romantic relationships, desire partnership, oftentimes we look at their relationship patterns, and I'm always saying that all relationships are related. You show me a woman who has issues with setting boundaries with romantic partners. She also has those issues setting boundaries with family members, with friends, with coworkers or her boss or her clients if she's a business owner like me, right? And part of this is because when she thinks about it, she identifies as a good girl, as a nice girl, as a people pleaser. She identifies as, Miss Dependable. She identifies as the one who always keeps the peace, always holds the family together. And then, we start to work together and she realizes that these behaviors have caused her to, over the years, shrink herself, not ask for the things that she wants, not set boundaries, settle for less than what she deserves, put up with relationship behaviors that are not healthy at all. And now she's trying to go out there and date and meet someone and have healthy relationships. But because she still has this identity as good girl or peacemaker or the glue that keeps everyone together, because she still has these identities, she still has to fight the urge not to fall back into the behaviors that sabotage her and cause her to have unhealthy relationships, to not fall back into the behaviors that cause her to settle for people who don't treat her well, who don't have her best interests in heart. And it takes a lot of discipline to overcome those behaviors. If you have a history of unhealthy relationships, being in a healthy relationship is hard. It is difficult. It is hard to speak up for what you need. It is hard to expect that people are going to listen to you because they truly care about you. It is hard to not only just set those boundaries, but enforce them. These are new habits that you have to build, a new level of discipline that you have to acquire. Just like I had to have the discipline not to get that Kit Kat ice cream, right? It takes time. This is one of the reasons why I became certified in hypnotherapy, because I love coaching, but coaching can take some time to help women create these mindset shifts. And sometimes that period of time can get a little frustrating. Women can get a little disheartening. And I started doing hypnosis as well with some of my clients, the clients who want to do hypnosis, because it helps create those mindset shifts so much faster, so much quicker, so that we can move on to other things. But I just want you to recognize that if you are trying to step into a new identity, if you are serious about, this winter arc time period of becoming your dream person for yourself, if you are serious about creating the relationships that are healthy and loving and make you feel fulfilled, if you're doing that with your health and wellness, with your finances, any goals that you're setting, just know that, yeah, you are not just setting goals. You are trying to take on an entirely new identity, and you have to give yourself some grace for that.